our story by taking control of our tormented main character and leading him to freedom.
From the very moment I see the main character covered by barbed wire while his girlfriend watches over him, contemplating over what to do next, when a sheep just fell to his death atop both of them, I know Catherine is going to be something special. See, Catherine is not an ordinary game, and it's not trying to be. The whole premise is unusual and uncouth, something that's not glorified in any culture. Cheating. When two people set out to be in a relationship, we often want to establish what our goals are, then build upon them in meaningful ways, such as going out to eat with that person, talking with them, doing things for them to assist in their time of need, sharing dreams, and that sort of thing. Our main character in the story is a man named Vincent Brooks. He is with his current girlfriend, Catherine. That's Catherine spelled with a K. She's been thinking things over and wants Vincent to finally commit after several years of dating. Vincent, being the timid one that he is taken aback from Catherine confronting him about the topic of marriage. He sees their current relationship as being just fine and doesn't want to rush things along. He is comfortable with how things are. Before long, though, Vincent is hit with a sweet torrent of seduction by a blonde bombshell named Catherine, that's Catherine with the C, at the local bar. Catherine finds Vincent irresistible. Vincent makes a mad dash for the exit though, not wanting to give in to temptation. He makes it home and goes to bed. The next day, however, Vincent wakes up and discovers that Catherine somehow made it into his apartment and into his bed. He is completely petrified at what just happened, and rightfully so. This is where the main concept of Catherine really starts to unfold and gets interesting. The gameplay is split between two sections: going out to the bar, where you can talk with patrons, drink, check your phone, reply to texts, and play the Rapunzel arcade game, and the other section, which requires you to do these nightmare stages that involve climbing a tower in this hellish nightmare world to get to the door of light at the top. Over the course of the game, you'll understand why exactly Vincent is ending up here every night, how he can possibly overcome his burden.
And in other news, we have more on the recent string of unexplained deaths that seem to be exclusively involving young men.
Anyway, did you hear about Paul? He's dead.
Paul? Wait, that Paul? He's dead?
Yeah, I heard he just got divorced, but he looked healthy. It's a complete shock.
What happened to him? An accident?
I don't know. Apparently his mother just found him dead in his room this morning.
This morning? Wait, you mean...
Yeah, the mystery death on the news? That was him.
Holy shit, no way!
Maybe we'll all wind up dead tomorrow too.
Shut the hell up.
You come to find out that there is something called Woman's Wrath, and it's going around, and it's a curse. It only affects men. Guys are turned into sheep while they dwell within this nightmare realm of sorts. Only other people will see you as a sheep though, thus masking your identity and making it harder to make sense of what's going on. Vincent must have been afflicted when he accidentally cheated on Catherine. The nightmare stages represent Vincent overcoming his mental hurdles. The mental hurdles being all the blocks that he must push around in order to scale the tower, starting from the bottom and figuring out a way to get himself out of the hole by moving the blocks in his path so that he may climb them to escape. He's physically climbing higher and higher to get to his freedom. The bosses also represent different aspects of Vincent's subconscious thoughts, like the Devil Baby, obviously referring to the fact that Vincent is afraid of marriage and doesn't want children. It's quite neat that all these seemingly unrelated and inconsequential things make more sense as you progress through the story. I love all the bouts of hidden meaning within this game. It's such an interesting premise, and I'm happy to say that Atlas pulled it off well. The choices you make while chatting with people at the bar, coupled with the answers you choose to the questions within the confessional booth that's inside the nightmare stages, are judged on a meter, the left representing chaos and the right representing law. There's no wrong answer, however. It purely depends on what type of person you want to be. Law means you like commitment and are dedicated, and chaos meaning you want to be more free-spirited and spontaneous. The choices affect how the plot moves forward and the ending you'll get. At its heart, Catherine is a platform and puzzle game. You grab and push blocks to make a path upward towards the goal, dodging hazards along the way. The gameplay can be very frantic at times and can be quite challenging. There are massive and intimidating bosses abound, which sport some very terrifying designs, let me tell you. My personal favorites, however, are the Shadow of Vincent and Doom's Bride boss fights. The two Catherines in the game are polar opposites of each other. Catherine with the C is perky, fun-loving, and just does whatever is on her mind, while Catherine with the K is focused, grounded to reality, and has goals she wants to achieve. Catherine with the C represents fun and freedom, while K Catherine represents maturity and commitment. I really like how the game explores these different people within the context of, what's going on in the greater story, and relates their personalities to the plot of the game. This story-heavy puzzler is mature and occasionally profound, exploring themes like sexual fidelity, personal responsibility, and trust. Catherine is a game that so cleverly challenges your mind intellectually through its puzzles, while also confronting you with an emotional roller coaster ride by having this harrowing love triangle in full view on center stage. Catherine, in my personal opinion, is definitely a must-play title.
I want you. Let's get married.
Marry me?
We can do it, right?
I don't know. I've never heard of such a thing. You can't stop it, Vincent. Jeez, knock it off, will ya?
Oh, good. I'm glad that you understand.